I'm not interested in this.
Right.
I'm going to focus another direction. How do you turn it off? And you just haven't been able to instill that part into King, maybe, or you're...
Man, to be honest with you, bro, I said that's enough. Really, I said that's enough when I seen that damn T-shirt. I said, man, this is enough. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
I said, man, chill out, bro. Chill out. Because again, I'm big on treating people the way I want to be treated. I don't be out here just doing unto others in ways I don't want to be done. And so I don't want to see my children doing others the way, but they like, man, this is in response.
Right.
Like, man, but it's
Things quickly went sideways inside the Harris household. What started as a simple rap back and forth blew up once 50 Cent jumped into the conversation. Tension skyrocketed when King Harris started reacting online, and fans immediately noticed the drama getting personal. It got so heated that T.I. had no choice but to step in and try to calm things down before it spun completely out of control.
Of course I spoke to my son. You know, me and his uncles. You know, we were perplexed by his necessity to go back and forth with a short order cook. I didn't understand why he felt he needed to stop what he was doing to engage someone who was at such another level of life. Now, I had to explain to him that, you know, when people are not living the way they hope they would live, and here you is walking in with so much freedom and luxury, and you know, people gonna posture themselves a certain way. So therefore, you're gonna have to enjoy your life.
To really understand why this situation blew up, you've got to rewind to where the pressure first started building. For months, fans had been talking about a possible Verzu showdown between T.I. and 50 Cent. Blogs pushed it, both rappers mentioned it here and there, but the conversation truly exploded when T.I. sat down on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast and put the topic back in the spotlight. According to T.I., the Verzu plan wasn't random. He said he and 50 had already discussed it privately in Los Angeles. The idea was simple. T.I. would bring it up publicly first, then 50 would respond later. But once T.I. mentioned it openly, the reaction didn't go as expected. Instead of playing along, 50 reportedly acted like he had no clue what T.I. was talking about. That instantly rubbed T.I. the wrong way, making it look like he'd invented the whole conversation himself. That's when he started questioning 50's character. T.I. didn't hide how he felt. He openly called the moment disrespectful and hinted that 50 had lost his respect completely. In hip-hop, statements like that never stay quiet for long, and anyone who knows 50 Cent knows how he moves online. He's built a reputation as one of the most calculated trolls in entertainment. Instead of a direct back and forth with T.I., 50 shifted the situation entirely and pulled family into it. He posted photos of Tiny Harris on Instagram with a caption mocking the Harris household. In rap beef culture, bringing someone's spouse into the conversation immediately escalates things. The conflict stops being about music or pride. It becomes personal. And interestingly, the first person to fire back wasn't T.I. It was his son, King Harris. King jumped on social media with a heated rant aimed directly at 50 Cent. At first, people thought he'd just defend his mom, but instead, he took it further, bringing up 50's late mother, Sabrina Jackson, who passed away tragically when he was a child. That move caught everyone by surprise and instantly intensified the drama. Hold up. Things just hit a whole new level. The tension exploded the second King Harris dropped pics of Sabrina Jackson's grave and dared 50 Cent to dig up his mom. The posts went live, and within minutes, screenshots were everywhere on social media. The reaction was wild, with thousands jumping straight into the debate. Believe it or not, some people actually backed King, saying he had every right to defend his mother after Tamela Tiny Harris got dragged into this mess. One comment went viral, saying, "Don't mess with someone's mother if you don't want yours dragged." But most of the internet agreed. King crossed a line no one should ever touch, especially by bringing a deceased parent into this drama. What made it even crazier was 50 Cent's reply. Instead of losing it online or throwing shade back, he dropped a frog meme with just "lol." Anyone who knows 50 knows that calm reply is rarely innocent. When he's quiet in public, it usually means he's watching everything carefully, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. While all this chaos went down, T.I. tried to take control. He defended Tiny online and threw a few words back at 50 Cent. At the same time, he teased a new song called War, and fans immediately suspected it was aimed at the G-Unit mogul. Classic Tip move, turning tension into music and strategy rather than letting social media run wild. But the bigger story had already shifted. The spotlight moved to King Harris, and the internet went digging into everything connected to him and his family. That search quickly reopened an old controversy around T.I. Fans reminded everyone of a past DJ Vlad interview where Boosie Badass accused T.I. of snitching in a previous legal case. Boosie claimed T.I. pinned his deceased cousin to avoid jail. T.I. strongly denied it, insisting the story was twisted and paperwork proves he never snitched. Still, once those claims resurfaced, 50 Cent didn't waste a second. He jumped in, leaning into the moment online. Observers noticed he was quietly clowning both T.I. and King by reviving the snitch narrative, the same storyline Boosie Badass had hinted at on Vlad's show. Instead of loud insults, 50 let the internet connect the dots, which only made everything go viral faster. Right in the eye of the storm, King Harris also became a lightning rod for criticism because of his own legal issues.
Not long ago, King reportedly had a run-in with the law after almost colliding with a police car while leaving a gas station. Authorities later revealed he had an active warrant from earlier charges tied to speeding, driving with a suspended license, and a DUI. Once that info hit online, critics jumped in, claiming King was trying to craft a tough street image despite growing up surrounded by fame, wealth, and celebrity influence. His parents were already big names in entertainment when he was a kid, so many felt it looked strange seeing him act like someone who had grown up grinding through the streets. That perception only intensified when people remembered another viral moment. Viewers dragged up the Waffle House clip from a while back, where a teenage King Harris argued with employees while filming the situation on his phone. The video spread fast, sparking debates across social media. At the time, many expected Tip to step in publicly and correct him. Instead, Tip defended his son, claiming critics were just jealous of King's lifestyle. That move shocked a lot of people and shifted the conversation in a new direction. For many watching, that moment became a key turning point in public opinion. Some fans argued King's attitude stemmed from growing up surrounded by success and never really being held accountable. So when the clash with 50 Cent blew up, critics said it looked like the same pattern was repeating. Now the debate has exploded far beyond a simple rap feud. People online are questioning the whole family dynamic, and some think Tip is scrambling to regain control before things get worse, right? But many argue that if Tip really wanted to prevent this, discipline should have started years ago. As the conversation went viral, viewers shared strong opinions about how King had been raised. One person wrote, "If you grow up your child spoiled and let him have his own way from a young age, what do you expect?" Another said it even more bluntly, "Tip raised him like this, teaching him they are better than ordinary people." Someone else added, "Thus far, Tip has failed at parenting this child. This is a disgrace." Those comments quickly flooded forums and comment sections, showing just how split the public was. At the same time, hip-hop circles kept repeating one warning: King Harris is still very young and may be jumping too fast into conflicts with industry veterans like 50 Cent. In hip-hop, beef between major artists can spiral into real-world consequences when pride and reputation are on the line. Some online even reminded fans of something Tip warned King about years ago. If he didn't slow down and make smarter choices, the next classroom he might learn in could be a jail cell. That warning is now resurfacing everywhere online, hitting differently in today's climate. Old clips of Tip speaking seriously to King are circulating again, with viewers pointing out just how clearly he tried to explain the consequences of reckless decisions. At the time, some thought it was just a dad giving tough love, but now it's clear this is way more serious. The internet is zeroed in on the fact that this drama didn't stay behind closed doors. Once a heavyweight like 50 Cent got pulled in, the stakes changed instantly. 50 has spent years showing he can turn online drama into multi-layered storylines, and fans know he rarely posts without a bigger strategy in mind. That's why some believe Tip is now trying to cool things down before it spins completely out of control. Because when pride, reputation, and public pressure collide in hip-hop, chaos can erupt fast. Once the internet grabs a story like this, pulling it back becomes nearly impossible. At the same time, a lot of people are asking if this is already too big to quietly settle. Once a story hits the level of attention this one has, every post, reaction, and comment fuels the spectacle. And with someone like 50 Cent involved, viewers know the drama rarely wraps up quickly. Fans have seen him turn small conflicts into long-running online sagas for years. Instead of reacting emotionally, he often sits back, letting the internet do the work first. Then, at peak attention, he drops another post that pushes the chaos even further. Meanwhile, Tip seems focused on steering the spotlight back to music and away from social media firestorms. But critics argue the real attention has shifted. The internet is now watching King Harris closely, questioning whether he truly grasped the magnitude of the situation he stepped into. Because when a younger voice jumps into beef with industry vets, the stakes can skyrocket in ways nobody expects. The online community has been loud and relentless about the situation. One person wrote, "Like I said before, don't get involved in big boy games, especially with 50. Another added, "That little boy is going to get himself or his family in trouble." Someone else flatly said, "Sit down, you are not built for that life." Comments like these are spreading everywhere as debates rage online. But in the streets, serious questions remain. Did King Harris cross a line that should never be touched in a rap beef? Was 50 Cent wrong for bringing Tamika Tiny Harris into it first? And should Tip have stepped in much earlier to guide how his son was moving publicly? Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation. And if you love these deep dives into hip-hop drama, make sure you subscribe to Juicy Reel and check out the next video waiting at the end screen.